The word cusp is like teetering on a very beautiful, delicate, exquisite precipice. The name Material Byproduct describes a very different approach to fashion, which is really firmly based in design thinking. Like, I didn't put my name on a practice, I didn't call it Susan DeMarcy purposely, because what Material Byproduct describes is a practice that designs systems, and the outcome of those systems are artefacts. So I don't start by thinking about a dress and setting out to make it. I don't start with a sketch of a dress and go, oh, let's make this dress. I start thinking about how that dress might be made. The 4 systems are a system for marking cloth, a system for cutting cloth, and a system for rejoining cloth, and a new system that I'm really featuring through the CUSP exhibition I call accumulation, which is a system for accumulating detail over an expanded time period. In the embodiment project, the cloth is hand marked with texture. So what I'm doing with the CUSP project is I'm making a series of dresses. These garments are given to specific people to wear, and when that hand-drawn texture garment comes into contact with the body, it makes the texture drawing bleed. I really like the fact that it captures the person's journey in that garment at the level of textile, hence the name embodiment. They become embodied in that piece. And in line with the accumulation project, you wear a garment, it bleeds, you give it back to me, I continue drawing in it. That redrawing that goes back in comes from my conversation with that person, so it starts to become more customised. You'll see 3 iterations of embodiment garments. The 3 pieces start all as the same drawing, but as they're worn, they become different. So they'll see one dress that's already started its journey, it's already started bleeding, and I'm going to draw back into it. They'll see there'll be space where actually there's a dress out in the world and it's already on its journey, and the way they'll connect with that dress is through the conversation that we'll capture on, through social media channels, so they can sort of then get on the journey of that dress that's out in the world. And then they'll see an unworn dress, so the virgin texture marks, and I'm hoping with that piece they can start to imagine themselves having a journey in that piece, and hopefully through social media they'll be able to actually project their own journey onto that piece and have that conversation with me and with the piece. I like that the wearer also becomes a drawer. They're drawing onto the garment with their body, and I like that blurring of where design starts and ends. I want people to come and engage in embodiment or my house with a sense that they're on a journey and they're participating in the making of history. Opposed to if you go to a European boutique, you're buying into history that's already happened. If you buy into Chanel, you buy into Louis Vuitton, you buy into Hermes, beautiful, like, don't get me wrong, beautiful, but that happened 100 years ago. And what they trade on is their heritage. What I always loved about those labels is I would look at the historical pictures and think, oh, this is amazing, wouldn't it be amazing? And then I thought, well, I'll do it now. I want people to get a sense that they're on a journey and it's important, and they're contributing to history in the making, and they're a part of history in the making now. I see the role of design in our lives as principally being about designing cultural change. So culture in terms of art, design and fashion culture, changing that, not just putting stuff in it, not just designing stuff to sell in it, but actually changing what that is. On an industrial level, I'm thinking through not just process, but pre-process. What does the future of working look like? What does the future of working feel like? What sort of space will we work in? Which country will things be made in? How will they be made? That's the most important thing I do as a designer.